You did well to dispel the falsehood surrounding the Warriors of Light and their actions prior to the Flood, though I must say the reappearance of Ardbert, or rather the one who appropriated his identity, was a rather curious development. He is an impostor, of that there is no doubt, but to the masses he will appear as a hero returned from the grave. After the Warriors of Light were laid to rest in Yulmore, the people prayed fervently for the gods to deliver them from their plight. Prayed that these fallen heroes be born again for their sacrifices. What bitter irony. I, for one, would like to know why Ardbert urged the people to become Warriors of Light themselves. Ere we take action, we must needs ascertain his intent. Let us pray that Master Alphinaud returneth soon with that most essential knowledge. For now, I think it best to apprise Thancred and Rhul of our efforts. When we do confront Ardbert, we shall no doubt have need of their strength. Agreed. I think it prudent we all take measures to prepare for what's to come. Beck-Luke and I will continue our research into how we might improve the spirit vessel, that it might one day carry you home. Then I think it time I return to the Greatwood. Until now, everything we have learned of the Ascians have been handed to us at their leisure. But that was one of Emmett Selk's unique failings. I have no reason to think Elidibus will be as forthcoming. Fortunately, I recently received word from Fano that heretofore unexplored chambers have been discovered deep within the Kitana Ravel. Almet believes the relics within tell of a great calamity that befell an ancient civilization, that of the Ascians perhaps. They may lead us to the truths we seek. You mean the ruins of the Great Serpent? The Great Serpent? I see you've been studying your Ronkan history, but no, I've heard nothing relating to the Wood's Protector. Still, should it prove relevant to what lies within, your expertise would prove invaluable. Hooray! Our tribal quest knowledge came in handy. When you are ready, make for Fano. Almet and her sisters will be expecting us. Then let us be about our tasks. Pray give my regards to the V's.
I'm just outside.
Welcome, allies of Ronka. We've accomplished much since last you came. With the Light Warden dead and his minions dispersed, we have at last reclaimed our hunting grounds near Raktika Falls. It was there that we discovered more ruins. Although we ran afoul with no traps while exploring its halls, we determined that the innermost chambers were warded by magic. And we all were in agreement. Before any investigation could proceed, you should be summoned. We are grateful that you did. From what you have told me, I strongly suspect that the wisdom my comrades and I seek can be found within. This wisdom could prove invaluable, but we may soon face a foe whose greatest asset is our ignorance. I see. And it is good that you have come, for Ronka was once home to the greatest of weapons, knowledge and understanding. And it is our duty to ensure you and yours do not want for either. That said, we must proceed with caution. To have reached the inner chambers unmolested suggests a more formidable deterrent yet lies within. Come now, surely any threats sleeping within the ruins pale in comparison to those we have faced thus far. This is not a game, sister. You should not be so eager to run headlong into danger. Oh, and who is it pining for the return of our allies that we might venture into the ruins, clutching at her staff at night, wishing it were promised not to tell! Then I suggest we be going. Get back here! Remind me, how exactly old are you and your sisters? But second thought, perhaps it's for the better, I do not know. Pray forgive their overzealous nature. None save we three have been privileged to escort you and yours into the ruins and bear witness to its secrets. Their hearts now burn with a curiosity that is not easily satiated. Please, you needn't apologize. As a seeker of knowledge myself, I understand full well their enthusiasm. And if not for your sedulous efforts to protect the ruins, we would not be afforded this opportunity. Speaking of which, I believe I have kept you away from the ruins long enough. Come, let's make for the Kitana Ravel. Let me guess, it's gonna be Temple Run 2. I swear, if there's another Indiana Jones sequence where I had to run from a giant boulder...
Well, what if they have the swapping scene, at least?
The what?
The scene where you have to swap the artifacts with a bag of gold or some shit.
Ugh. As long as no one makes me drink from a cup. Or open the Ark of the Covenant. Or find a crystal skull.
I mean, Final Fantasy, crystals.
Good point. It is most strange for these halls to be left unguarded. Have care when breaking the seal on the chamber door. Danger surely awaits us on the other side. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety.
Come. Our new discoveries are to be found this way.
The people of Ronka are known to have venerated animals, but these features do not match those of any indigenous species. This is no common beast. Though that much is plain from its proportions.
Lifelike, is it not? One could almost imagine it breathed. Why you... Ugh.
This owl, by contrast, seems no different from the others we've seen.
The sealed door lies ahead. As you see, one statue is missing. I expect we are meant to replace it as before.
Too simple. There will be some additional defense mechanism. Just a moment. There are words carved into the stone. He who would disturb a hero's deserved slumber shall instead waken the beast and know his folly. Wait! Don't!
What? But I only... What is happening? Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, it lives!
Why am I not surprised? Prepare yourselves.
Teleported somewhere against my will. Just another day for the Warrior of Light. Being turned into a card, that's new.
So, why are we playing Yu-Gi-Oh?
I don't know, but I need more. But I haven't brought my own deck. Well, I guess I do have Triple Triad, but I don't think those are. I don't think that counts here. No trespass, mortal, upon sacred ground. In retributions, 4 souls have I bound. Yet to heroes proven, learned, and wise, a comrade's soul shall be their prize. If you would sit ye there set free, answer me these riddles 3. Deft of paw with kin do I vie, those sought apart, betterment of the whole do our efforts descry. What am I? Deft of paw with kin do I vie. Well, it's definitely not a Colibri. Colibri do not have paws. I guess there's a difference between Querl and Opo Opo.
I will say I got that one wrong.
Okay, then you probably picked a cat. Indeed, the
You
Opo
little
Opo
fucking
is
shit.
keen and shrewd. The spirit of ingenuity, by whose guidance the and it skipped. With fearsome fang I travel with pack. Together we find harmony and thus peace, for our land does not lack. What am I? Well, that's a wolf. Indeed, 'twas spirit of the wolf their doctrines prayed, that they should know peace and harmony to the end of their days. The riddles answer you did discern, and thus to you a soul returns. My belly do I crawl, by my strength does the prosperity reign within our hall. What am I? Okay, well this one's simple. Indeed, the dread serpent turned protector, lured to slumber ere tear the world asunder. The riddle's answer you did discern, and thus to you a soul returns. Desire you that which I had claimed, then we shall play another game. A test of mind and memory. Choose wisely, and you all may yet go free. Twixt these talismans hide friend and foe. Choose your companions well, or sorrow no. Ah!
Did you get any of those wrong? I was a little focused on my own.
I did not know.
You little shit.
Happens. There we go. Your comrades are assembled together at last. Yet still there remains one trial you must pass. If you would glean the knowledge enshrined in this earth, I would first take the measure of your worth. One worthy of she who the Ronkins extolled must be strong in body, mind, and soul. Sort of said? Yes, it did. Defeat the Waka. Oops, missed the sack button.
Here I come!
I will not hold back! I will not hold back!
Do 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 do. Well, at least it wasn't another temple run.
Yet.
Yet.
'Twould seem the magics have returned us. How polite. Now, what have we learned?
Ah, we were bound to run into a living statue eventually. And now we can open the door.
The answer is she learned nothing.
He who would disturb a hero's deserved slumber. A tomb, just as I thought. Befitting a hero.
She is Vis. Could it be the Archmage Tiuna? A legendary hero of Ronka, as you surmised. The tales tell of how she smote entire armies with a single incantation. So potent was her spellcraft, though she ever fought in the name of peace.
I thought them no more than tales. To think she really existed.
Well, I for one always believed.
I wonder. By the light of fallen stars, great power awakens.
Tiuna was not only a master of spellcraft. It is said she could see truths long lost and hear the voices of men's hearts.
Naught less than the echo. In which case, none of this is mere coincidence. A shower of stars setting the sky aflame. And in both this world and the Source, we find individuals within whom a mysterious power awakened at the sight. We can never unpick the why of it. Now, however, I believe we might. Does the scene depicted here not resemble the one we saw when we first ventured into the Katana Ravel? Moreover, does it not recall that which Emmett Selk invited us to witness in Amarot? The final days. If, as the XIV's research suggests, soul and mind share a fragile yet profound bond, might it not be possible for an event to leave such a deep imprint upon the soul that it could be perceived eons later, given a suitable trigger?
Are you suggesting we trigger a little bit of this PTSD, or...?
The echo defies explanation by conventional etherological theory, or shall we say modern etherological theory. But if it is a power that once belonged to the ancients, to souls yet undivided... It would seem I have entered the realm of pure speculation, and I call myself a scholar. I shall refrain from making any further wild claims until such time as I have evidence. Still, I cannot choose but be reminded of our experience in Amarot.
Well, I'm not gonna I won't forget that anytime soon.
Remember us.
History is learned, not lived. We have always protected the tales of Ronka, just as we have protected this place. But we are mindful of what our mothers taught us. We see the past through our own eyes, and speak of it with our own words. Thus do we come to understand it in our own way. But this is not the same as remembering.
Your mothers were wise. Though we witnessed the final days, our impressions cannot fail to be colored by our own experiences and expectations. Those who lived through it would have perceived the event quite differently. We must bear in mind that it is no simple matter to keep the truth alive, or it will die with Emmett Selk and his kin. But we have disturbed Tuna long enough. Fanau will serve similarly well as a venue for our contemplations.
By your pensive expression, I take it the tomb has given you much to think about. That is well. In time, the knowledge you have gained will lead to understanding, and thus arm you for what is to come. Before you leave, however, I would speak again of the teachings of our forebears, of histories learned, not lived. The legend of Tuna and her exploits have been told countless times over the centuries. Yet it is handed down from one generation to the next, the story changes. With each telling of the tale there are new flourishes, details change or lost. We can never truly know how she lived, for we were not there to see it. But we are here now to bear witness to your life. We have seen the change you have wrought, the echoes that will endure long after you are gone. And though too it will change in time, I swear to you, we will do our best to preserve your story. I hope you'll forgive me if I don't make an oath of my own. I think it goes without saying that we could never misspeak of your heroism. Perish the thought! So long as we are here, there are none among the V's who will not know of all you have done for Northrend. We are not deserving of such reverence, but we are grateful all the same. We can be certain that we will have our own tales to tell the great guardians of Raktika in the ruins of Ronka.
I just realized we're not at a party right now.
Nope.
God damn it, I'm sorry.
You're fine, I got enough Aetheryte tickets. I pray you have safe travels then. As ever, we shall await your return with open arms. Although we learned not of the Asians, the insight we gained into the Echo made our trip worthwhile. Before we return to the Crystarium, however, there is a small matter I would attend to in Slitherbow. Might I trouble you to come with me? Thank you. After we arrive, we should have a brief word with Runar.
Ah, Green! It is so good to see you. You've arrived at a most opportune time. I was preparing a pot of my famous stew. Come, I will ready a place for you.
I'm sorry, Runar, but we haven't done...
Please, I insist. It will only take a minute.
My apologies, Green. It seems our return to the Crystarium will be delayed. Perhaps only for a bit, if you assist me with my work. I say work, but it is rather more chore. I must clean my chambers here in Slitherbow from top to bottom. If you'd be so kind to go and fetch a broom from Askia, I might finish before Runa is done cooking.
A broom for Master Motoya. I cannot imagine why she would have needed such a thing, but here you are. It is old and sturdy and sure to suffice.
I trust Asgir was able to find a broom for us. Battered broom. This well-worn broom has seen many a spring and summer in Slitherbow, swishing and sweeping, sweeping and swishing. Well worn. Good. This would prove difficult otherwise. Though I must say, I think I did rather well in not having a broom thus far.
Sure.
Yes, well, you weren't buried beneath a veritable avalanche of books when you entered, were you? Right. Anyway, it is time I finished cleaning with the help of that broom.
You're not going to actually use it?
Are you going to animate the broom to doing your chores, Yestola? You didn't honestly think I do it the old-fashioned way? That broom is more than capable of sweeping by itself. Or rather, it will be. Time to rise, to swish and sweep. A tidy chamber you must keep. To this task you shall be bound, until no dust is to be found. In this one particular respect, I have no objections to following in Master Motoya's footsteps. In future, I may need you to remind me the pursuit of knowledge does not preclude other equally important duties, such as maintaining clean quarters for said pursuit. I will dearly miss this place, these people.
Sad boy.
Yep.
Master Motoya, pardon the interruption, but the stew is ready.
Is something troubling you? You've been rather quiet.
No. Everything is fine, I assure you. It has been a long day, is all.
I see. Stola! Thank goodness you're still here. Oh. It's the gang. Alfinode? I thought you were following Ardbert. I was, though I'm sad to say I lost track of him shortly after entering these woods. He seemed determined to traverse every ilm of Norvrant in his quest to spread the truth of the Warriors of Light and the Flood. And it seems news of your address at the Crystarium precedes him at every destination, making his task all the more simple. It remains to be seen to what end he encouraged the people to become Warriors of Light themselves. but there is no denying that his words have struck a chord with many. Well, we're all agreed that this is just another Asian ploy, yes? To commandeered corpses before and to no good end. I see no reason to think this time is any different, especially when it's that of a fallen warrior of light. I doubt we'll learn more if we remain a step behind. His next destination is, in all likelihood, Slitherbow. Alice, are you certain you should be here? If you're concerned about Halric and the others, we needn't be. Their treatment is going well, but progress is slow and exhausting. For all of us. The best thing I can do now is let them rest. So, I believe we were about to discuss how to arrange a meeting with our would-be Warrior of Light. Before visiting any towns or villages, Ardbert would hunt down and slay a nearby Sin Eater to earn the locals' trust. Our best chance of getting ahead of him is to find one before he does. Thankfully, Thancred and Rhul are returned from the empty and have taken up the search. Rhul believeth one may lurk beneath the boughs of a woven oath. Then that is where we shall start our search.
Master Matoya! A warm bowl of stew will be awaiting your return.
I look forward to it.
If you were hoping to vent your frustrations on our Eater friend here, I can only apologize.
Few as they are now, it took us no time at all to track it down.
That suits our purpose perfectly. Now we need only wait for Ardbert to arrive.
Weren't you two meant to be attending to the empty?
We were indeed, and we've made a certain amount of progress. So we thought we might see how the rest of the world was getting on. From what we can gather, the answer is strangely.
Right now, we think we can do more good here.
It is heartening to have all present.
Indeed. We will be glad of the additional hands should matters escalate.
Our quarry has come. It seems I've lost this particular race. Although I suppose it's only fair. When we first met, it was I who outpaced you. Ravana, was it? But where are my manners? I wouldn't be here were it not for you, and I have yet to say a word of thanks.
Ask whether he wishes Seto were here.
Poor fellow. He will be sorely missed.
He's still alive, you weirdo. I thought you were supposed to be good at this.
Very well. Let us forego this pretense. After all, It was never you that I needed to deceive. Yes, it is I, Elizabeth. Through your time in Emet-Selk's imitation of our home, I dare say you have gained a better understanding of my role since last we met. Not that it matters.
We understand your role, emissary, but not your goal. What is it that you seek to achieve?
I seek to enact the will of the Convocation, of course. If it helps you to think of me as but another Ascian, no different in nature or purpose from the rest, you are welcome to do so.
Once, I would have said your goal was destruction alone. Now I understand that you fight for something you love, just as we do. Yet though we seem doomed to clash, I bid you consider Emet-Selk's final words. Remember that we once lived, he said. Had he not seen some glimmer of hope in our kind, I do not believe he would have spoken thus.
None better understood your plight than he. His words must surely be worthy of your consideration.
Emet-Selk. How very unlike you to err so gravely. That one should stray at the end of so onerous a path is understandable. But I had thought you above such weakness. Mayhap you thought the same. Would that I had been present to offer correction. But I shall do so now, as is my duty, and return all to its proper course. As for you, look at yourselves. Look at your history. Look back 100 short years to how your greatest warriors were undone. And now, at but a word from me, you raise your hands in answer like the puppets you are. Naught has changed. You fail, and you fail, and you learn nothing. Allow that which is most important to slip through your fumbling fingers like so many grains of sand, again and again and again, and you would remember us. You do forget yourselves. There is no common ground to be found between you and I. Nor do I require any. I have my duty.
Wait!
Well, we have confirmed the identity of our foe at least. And 'tis safe to say his objective is the rejoining.
But we still have no idea how playing the part of a warrior of light will further his cause, nor why he would spur others to do the same.
Another visit to the Tempest may shed some light upon these mysteries. Whether we are to exchange words or blows with Elizabeth at our next meeting, the fact remains, we know too little. Ere our paths cross again, I would learn more of the world that once was, and of Elidibus himself. In this, we would be best served going directly to his home, much as Emet-Selk came to ours.
Though I see the wisdom in thy suggestion, the Amarot we visited is but a phantom born of Emet-Selk's memory. I fear it will teach us little that we do not already know.
I quite agree. Yet the ruins of the actual city remain unexplored. Given the vastness of the Tempest, I should not be surprised were there more such structures like to those in which the Ondo reside.
As long as you don't make me do any more chores.
Keep that up and I'll send you to bed without supper.
Okay. Okay, that was funny.
Just so fucking dramatic.
Assuming we are all in agreement, then I suggest
The
we
music
first
just
pay a visit
stops
to the
too,
Ondo.
just for
If
that
anyone
response.
can tell us where more ruins are to
I
be
know, I
found,
chose it too.
It is them.